Hi there, it's Anil Puri here from Chan and Naylor Business Coaching, and today I'm going to share with you a fantastic model which will help you think about your own attitude, but more importantly, it's a model that you can share with your team to help them improve their attitude. Stay tuned. Okay, so now this model is called above and below the line. So, funnily enough, we have here a line. Now, it's a really great way to think about your attitude. Is your attitude above the line or below the line? Now, above the line, we have three words that help describe, how we should be behaving and how we really want our team to behave. All right, so the first word is ownership. We really want to be able to take ownership over our actions and what we do in life, the decisions we make, and really make sure that we understand that if it's things happen because of the actions we take, and really if it's going to be, it's up to me. All right, so it's all about us taking that ownership. The second word is accountable. All right, so we need to be held accountable for the decisions we make and the actions we take. So very similar to ownership, but it's more about understanding that there is repercussions about, with the activities we do, the actions we take, and it's very important for your team to understand that as well. And the last word that we need to focus on is responsible. Okay, so we are really responsible for making a change, for taking us from where we are now to where we want to be, responsible for making improvements, responsible for fixing stuff-ups that are due to decisions we've made or that our team has made. All right, so it's really making sure that we and our teams and the people around us take ownership, make sure they're accountable for the actions, and also responsible for making that change and making things happen. Now, I've used green pen for the top above the line things. Now, below the line, there are three more words that we want to make sure we avoid or that we are aware of and try not to do. All right, so I'll use red because we want to stay away from these. So the first word is blame. All right, and I'll give you a good example of this in a minute, but really, it's not about blaming others for things that go wrong. Even when your team does something wrong, it's not about blaming them. It's about understanding, well, I was the one who was responsible for making the decision to hire that person. I'm the one who was responsible for how they got trained and how they settled into work and how they understood what was required of them and so on. Right? So it's all about taking ownership and not blaming others. The second word is excuse. All right, so stop making excuses. All right, it's about taking ownership and getting on with things. And the last word is denial. Okay, so denial means not being honest with yourself. Right, so it's really about being objective, being honest about the situation, being honest about what you need to do and how you need to improve to make things better. All right, so if people live down here, if you look at these three words, the start of those words spell bed. It's like you're sitting in bed, or your team member or whoever you know is sitting in bed watching the world go by and really not having that control. All right? They think everything's happening around them. It's nothing to do with them. It's nothing to do with what they've done, and life passes them by. So where we want to be, obviously, is up here above the line. And the letters of those words spell oar. So what it means is that it's like you've got an oar, you're in a boat, you might be on a river, the river might be taking you in different directions, or you might be in the sea and the tide may be taking you in different directions, but you've got an oar to take control and move that boat where you want it to go, all right? So it is about understanding if we're above the line, sure we take ownership, accountability and responsibility, but we have control. If we're below the line, it's like things are happening out of our control. And if you think that way, or if your team members think that way, then really they feel that they're out of control and they can't do anything to make things better. So up here, we say we are victors, and it's a victor mentality. And down here, we have victims. Okay? Up here, we get results, and down here, we have reasons. Reasons why things aren't working out. All right, so a really important model. Now, if you want a copy of this to, I've got clients who've got this pasted up on their board. We've got a PowerPoint or a slide presentation that you can print off and actually put up on your whiteboard, on your notice board at work. It is really a great model to think about, about being above the line and avoid being below the line. All right, and I know it's easy to get below the line occasionally. It's easy to let things get you down, to get frustrated, to blame others. But it's about understanding that 90% of things that happen in your life and your business are because of the decisions that you've made. All right, so it's about turning it around, taking responsibility, taking ownership, and making things happen. All right, so give me a call if you want to go through any of this. It's a really fantastic way to think, and take it on, share it with your team, or I'm happy to go out there and share it with your team if you want to. All the best, and we'll speak soon.